Hello and welcome to the newest edition of Wisconsin Johnson Outdoors. I've been putting out quite a few videos lately, getting a little stir crazy like I said in my other video. Today I want to show you the TRUGLO Gobble Stopper dual color dot sight that we're going to be putting on that Mossberg SA20 that I showed you earlier in a different video. First I want to go over a few of the features of this TRUGLO Gobble Stopper sight. As you can see, it has the flip up end caps. It also has an adjustment for up and down and left to right. And then over here is the knob that allows you to adjust the brightness of the reticle. This one has either a red or green, and I'll show you those in a second. This cap right here, if you take that off, the battery's stored underneath there. And then if you take off this very thin piece here, there's an extra battery in there. So if you get out in the turkey woods and you go to turn this on and it's not working, you've got an extra battery right on hand. Just make sure if you use the extra battery, that the next time you get home, you put a spare battery back in there. So if the same thing happens again, you're covered. Now that I went through a couple of the features on the outside of the sight, I want to show you what the reticle looks like on the inside. So I'll flip the sight over here a little bit and we'll turn this thing on. That is the brightest green setting, and it may not show up real well on there. It looks a lot better when you're looking through just the sight itself, but that's the brightest setting, and the next lowest, the next lowest, the next lowest, and the lowest. You can barely see it on there. They suggest that in low light condition you use that mode and then you adjust it to get it brighter depending on how sunny it is out. One thing I noticed is if you're in a sunny place and you think you have it off, you may not have it off. It may be hard to see this, so just make sure you check the dial that it's shut off. That way you won't wear down your battery. So that's the green, and that would be off. And then here's the red. And again, we'll kind of click through the different levels of brightness. So you can see a change there. It doesn't really do it justice. There's the lowest bit of red. It's kind of hard to see, but if I kind of move it over there, you can kind of see it a little bit there. Again, much clearer if you're actually looking through the sight itself. And there it is, shut off. Okay, and the last thing I want to show you before we get this mounted on the shotgun is that the front part here actually has a sunshade, and you can just screw this off. And this is on there to prevent any sun glare from shining off of that front lens. I've seen a lot of guns with the people that have these off. I'll probably leave mine on. As far as I can tell, that lens cap can come off of this part here and can go on the scope right here as well. So you can still utilize the lens caps even if you don't have that sunshade part on. Alright, before you mount this, you have to take off the bottom part. I'm going to close these end caps here. Down here there are a couple of hex screws that need to be removed, so I will remove these. Okay, and as you can see, that part comes right there, and then we can set it on the rail and then get it adjusted and then put that part back on and screw it down. So the next step will be to take the sight. There's a little black bar on the sight here. That's going to match up with the ribs on the rail. So I'm going to set that on there. I'm just going to kind of pick a spot for now. I'll end up having to probably adjust that back or forth depending on the eye relief that my son's going to need when he holds the gun up. We'll flip the gun over here a little bit. I'll see if I can get a shot there of the holes. We'll set that piece back on there and get that lined up, and then we will get these screws back in there. Okay, and once you get those on there, just give them a little bit of a final turn to get them on there good and snug. And there we go. It's all mounted up on there. Next stop, shooting range. Thanks for watching. Stay healthy, and we'll see you next time.